Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only appropriate that Ross should say a few words on behalf of Royal McDonald House. And as I said before, a lot of us have been associated with the house for nearly 2 years. But some of you haven't before, and I'm sure that Ross would like to take a brief opportunity to tell us all about the Royal McDonald House and what they do. And thank you, Ross.
Thank you, Gary, and thank you to all of you here tonight for the incredible generosity that you've given to our Royal McDonald House over the years. About 2 years ago, when we sat in the dining room and we had a bit of a talk about the fact that District 41 wanted to get involved with helping out Royal McDonald House, we had no idea. And I think one of the first functions was a bowls day, and I go to quite a few different bowls days, and I thought, well, yes, okay, I'll go to that. It was on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember, and we turned up, and everyone was really motivated and interested in being involved, and thought that was a good day. And who'd have thought from that point that 2 years later, all of you would have basically become part of the Royal McDonald House family, and that's how we like to see our sponsors and the people that are involved in the house. We're all like a big family that really is passionate about what we do. And I'm absolutely passionate about making a difference for children and giving them the best chance they can at fulfilling their life in the best way. And we can't do that without the support of the generosity of people. And there's not very many donations that in the 16 years I've been there that would come anywhere near as close as over $30,000. It's an incredible contribution to our house. Every dollar gets used at that house in Newcastle and makes a difference for those families. And the great thing, I guess, about the house is you can go up there to the John Hunter Hospital and pull into the car park and see it there and go inside and meet some people that are actually using the Royal McDonald House and see it happening every day. And so tonight there's 15 families there living at the Royal McDonald House, and there's 18 units, so there can be up to 18 families, but right now tonight there's 15 families there, and none of those families would like to be there. They'd rather be somewhere else, but unfortunately they end up with a child in hospital, and some of them may have travelled from Moree or Grafton or Walgett or Coonabarabran or in the Hunter Valley or the Central Coast, and they need to be with their children. It's been medically proven that children recover much faster if mum and dad are around. And so that's what Royal McDonald House is all about. It's a place where families can live whilst their children are in hospital. And I've seen thousands of children recover from the most amazing things, and you can never write off a child no matter what the diagnosis is, because children can pull through from anything, and a lot of that comes back to their attitude. And if they're feeling a bit better today, well, they feel fine. They don't know what's happening inside, they don't know what the doctors are thinking down the track or what the prognosis is, they just know how they are now. And that's what's so amazing about the house, is the children in the house, when you see them, when they're there, they're just like every other child, and they're just enjoying the time they can have. And at Royal McDonald House we have got fun stuff there for kids. And so for mum and dad, if they've got to come back over and over again, which a lot of families do have to, having to sell coming to Royal McDonald House isn't quite as hard as what it might be if we were just going to hospital. But living in a Ronald McDonald House means for the kids means, hey, we've got a playground, we've got Xboxes, we can get onto the PlayStations, we've got a pool table, big TVs, all that sort of stuff. And so they're, in that way, they don't mind coming to Ronald McDonald House, but then they've got to go to the hospital as well. So that's the difference that you make by your contribution and allowing us to expand our services and make a difference for families that have children in hospital. Thank you, Gary, for really being there and being passionate. John, you've been up to the Ronald McDonald House a number of times, and you can just see how much you love what we do as well. And we really appreciate that, and we really appreciate the friendship of all of you that have been constant visitors to our house and really interested in what we do. So thank you for your commitment. The generosity is enormous. The donation is really significant at our house, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for looking after us like you have. Thank you. I've got a couple of plaques here for District 41 and for Masonic here. I'd just like to hand over now to John and to Gary.
I think it's only appropriate now, as our partners in this venture, the Masonic Care, that John Moore, as our regional Masonic Care representative, should say a few words, because we've led on John pretty hard, and he's fallen over the try line. Thanks,
Ladies, gentlemen, brethren, my name is John Moore, and as I have already been introduced, I'm the Masonic Care Regional Representative for Region 4. Now, my job basically is to shuffle paper. I don't do a lot of positive hard graft in any shape or form. The people that do all the work are the lodge members and their assistants, the people that run out there into the cold and windy supermarkets on a Saturday morning and sell the raffle tickets, or get out there and do the bowls, tournaments, barbecues, you name it, anywhere that they can get out there and raise money for charity. They're the workers. They're the people at the coalface, and they're the ones that should be applauded and patted on the back. Masonic Care is the charity arm of the United Grand Lodge in New South Wales and the Australian Capital Territories. And basically what we do is we arrange a system of grants, make them available to the lodges or the districts in New South Wales and the ACT. District 41 is one of the foremost districts in the whole of the New South Wales and ACT for raising funds for charity, and of course Masonic Care have backed them up in every way we can in the past and will in the future. A fantastic effort this last 2 years. Gary must be applauded for the work that he's put in, and his helpers, as I've already stated, these ladies and men who've been out there at the cliff face, at the coal face, working hard, getting the money together. Now they've got the money together, they have approached me and asked for a grant through Masonic Care. Masonic Care comes along to the party if it's a genuine local charity, and it has to be a local charity. If the lodge or the district puts together a figure of say $5,000, they approach me and I approach Masonic Care and the board to match that dollar for dollar. And this is what's happened in this situation today. We've been honoured and proud to back up District 41 in this case, and Gary's 2 years of hard work in putting the money together for Ronald McDonald House. An extremely worthy charity, as I'm sure you are all aware. With some of the charities in the past, just to give you an idea of the diversification of these grants, I had to scratch my head sitting down there before to think of a few. Sailability, we bought them a boat, we bought them a lifting gear to allow the people who couldn't walk to be load into the boats to learn to sail. We have riding for the disabled. We gave riding for the disabled something like $10,000 or $15,000 a couple of years ago, I believe, to help put their operation under cover for the inclement weather. Surf life saving. We came to the party along with a group of loggers further up the coast, and they purchased 2 wave rudders to help them in their life-saving capacity. Resuscitation, again, for surf life-saving. We have looked at large donations to the Prostate Cancer Council here in Newcastle. To the Melanoma Foundation, we came across with something like, I believe it was $30,000 as the bottom line a few years ago. So we're in and out of all sorts of different charities, and we're honoured and proud to do it. I keep harking back to this, but we're not the ones that are doing the work, it's the lodgers, and they're the ones that deserve the pat on the back, and the District Grant Inspector of Workings, as Gary, again, as I have already stated, has put the work in there, and the result is, as you can see tonight. So thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and brethren, for your attention, and I trust that in another couple of years I'll be standing up here saying the same thing, basically, with a different charity. Possible. We'll wait and see. Thank you very much.